Good evening, good day, everyone. Welcome to Meditation with the Full Moon. I am Melissa, and this is our special edition of SIP, and SIP stands for Spirit in Practice, where we practice because practice makes progress. Yes, it does. So, I am excited. I'm always excited when we do our monthly meditation with the full moon. And I always start by preparing you. So let's get prepared. Have something to write with and something to write on, and have a separate piece of paper. Okay. Have a separate piece of paper because we do some releasing. Okay. So when we get to the releasing part, you will write what you're releasing on that separate piece of paper, and we will release it. Okay, so I'll let you know when we get there. So, our meditation with the full moon is an opportunity for us to do a full spiritual practice with each other, with me guiding you through the process. And so, if you follow me on Morning Sip with Melissa, which is on Monday through Fridays at 10:30 a.m., you know that I speak a lot about the importance of our spiritual practice. So many of you, I'm sure, have a spiritual practice. And so what you will experience this evening is a sip of the type of spiritual practice that I do every day. So I will guide you through the whole process. And we always start with a little bit like a sip of information about the full moon. So we are in our August full moon, and the full moon is actually in full illumination on Saturday, August 9th at 3:55 a.m. Eastern Time. And this moon is in alignment with Saturn, Venus, and Jupiter. And this full moon is also referred to as the Sturgeon moon. And sturgeon is a type of fish. So the term originated from Native Americans, and they named it after the fish during this part of the summer. So this fish is prominent during this time of summer. The sturgeon fish is known as the stirrer, right? So now is the time to let whatever is meant to be stirred up to rise up. Whatever is ready to be stirred up, now is the time to allow that to rise up. So the August full moon is about connection. It's about perseverance and strength and resiliency. It has the energy of power, strength, breakthroughs, and gratitude for your work and the energy of flourishing. So we know that the full moon is a culmination point, and it's an opportunity for us to see. It's like the moon is putting a cosmic spotlight on what is and what is not working. It's also putting a spotlight on what is ready to be released and what is ready to be risen up within us. So, energetically, this moon asks us to both recognize how far we've come and surrender to the pace of nature's unfolding. So, in other words, follow nature. Go at the pace of nature. Nature doesn't rush. Nature goes at a certain rhythm. So, this is an opportunity for us to sync up again with nature's rhythm. This full moon is a moment to reflect not just on your own personal growth, but how your gifts support something larger, right? Because our gifts are what is needed now in the world. Our gifts are not just for us, right? Gifts are to be given. So we are here to give our gifts. This moon also invites us to pause and to acknowledge and to honor all of the efforts that we have made thus far, to just give ourselves some appreciation and acknowledgement. So even if you can't fully see the results yet, know that your growth is real. So even if you feel like I'm not getting anywhere, that is an illusion. Trust that your growth is real, even if you don't see the evidence of it yet. Your harvest is forming. What comes after summer? Fall, autumn, right? It's the time of harvesting. So we are preparing ourselves for that. You could say that we are in pre-fall, right? We're in pre-autumn. So I want to share just a couple of themes to focus on for this August full moon. Ripening and recognition. So it's a time to look honestly at your life and acknowledge everything you've been working on, both internally and externally. And the full moon brings light to the unseen. So let us give ourselves credit for the growth that is beginning to bear fruit. Clarity and illumination. The bright summer sun and the moon's glow offers clear vision. So what is it that you are seeing more clearly now? Something may not have been clear before, but given more information, given more willingness, given more listening to our intuition, things are becoming clearer and clearer. Trust in divine timing. The full moon is a powerful time to release control and trust the unfolding. So even in those moments where it feels like I am not making any traction, it seems as if I'm going 2 steps forward and 3 steps back. Release control and trust your process. Sacred pause and grounding. The energy of summer can sometimes burn us out. So this full moon encourages us to rest, to reconnect with grounding routines, and to prepare for the turn towards autumn. And that autumn energy starts to guide us inward. Yes? So this full moon is also in the sign of Aquarius. So shout out to all the Aquariuses out there. It's in the full moon of Aquarius, and the Aquarius energy amplifies transmutation, collaboration, and the collective. So it's not just about you, it's about the collective as well. It also amplifies creativity and innovation. The energy of the Aquarius full moon brings a sense of calm, a clearing of emotional fog, and a golden opportunity to reconnect with yourself after a season of pressure and a faster pace. It's also an opportunity to witness yourself, right? And to trust yourself and to know that what you have done thus far, what you have done thus far is enough. You've given enough, and now it is your turn to receive. So we're going to let the moonlight carry away any need to control the pace of our life. We're going to release that. So we're going to talk more about that when we get into our meditation. So the last thing I want to share about this Aquarius full moon is there are 3 zodiac signs in particular that align in a particular way with this full moon. So if you are a Taurus, a Cancer, or a Sagittarius, all that I share is especially for you. And so this moon is a personal message from the universe for all of the Taurus, Cancers, and Sagittarius in particular, right? That it's time for you to receive by resting, resetting, and remembering who you are. It's time to take a pause. So that applies to all of us, but in particular, if your sign is Taurus, Cancer, and Sagittarius. All right. So there is some information about the full moon, this August full moon, the Sturgeon moon, the moon in Aquarius. So I hope that was helpful. So we're going to move into our inspirational reading, which is part of our spiritual practice. So the reading can be anything that is spiritual, that is uplifting, that is in the space of positivity, right? So what I use every day is my Science of Mind magazine, and I usually marry it with something else because the readings are very brief. They're daily guides. So they start with a quote and some words from the author. And the one that I'm reading today is from the July Science of Mind magazine, specifically July 18th, 2025. And it was written by Reverend Dr. Ron Fox. So it's titled, Live a Joy-Filled Life. So you know I already love it, right? So here's the opening quote, and there's 2. The first is attributed to Albert Einstein. I think the most important question facing humanity is the universe a friendly place? Is the universe a friendly place? The second quote is from Ernest Holmes from his book, Words That Heal Today. Hate will beget hate, and love will give birth to that which is lovely. Joy will find joy, and peace will join peace. Yes. So here's the daily guide. Holmes wrote, he's speaking of Ernest Holmes, the author of Science of Mind, the founder of Science of Mind. Holmes wrote, let us waste no further time looking for the secret of success or the key to happiness. Already the door is open, and whosoever will may enter. Happiness is an inside job. Wayne Muller cited studies that compare changes in the happiness of recent lottery winners and of amputees. Lottery winners and amputees. After a short period of adjustment, both groups return to the same level of happiness they had before. When we make up our minds to be happy, we take peace wherever we go. You are the only person responsible for your happiness. Other people may affect it, but no one is more responsible for your happiness than you. Marie Kondo suggests an interesting method of organizing her closet. She gathers all of her belongings and keeps only those that she says spark joy. This is her message. Let every decision you make, every goal you set, and every aspect of your life be guided by what sparks joy. Anthony DeMello taught that we can't imagine being happy without conditions. We have been taught to place our happiness on them. He wrote, "Society doesn't dictate success. You are a success when you wake up." I love that. You are a success when you wake up. Yes. Uninterrupted happiness is uncaused. Years ago, near the end of his life, Aldous Huxley was asked to summarize what he had learned from studying all the great religions. He said, "I think just be a bit kinder." Mm, just be a bit kinder. And that applies to ourselves as well. Let us be a bit kinder to ourselves. And the closing affirmation is, "Today I know I am responsible for my life and all I experience. I set the intention to live with joy. I live every day feeling alive and with great gratitude for all the universe sends my way." Yes, yes, yes. And so it is. And so it is. I love that one so much. So now we're going to move into our meditation and inspirational journaling. So we kind of move into these two things together. We go into a meditation, and then I will guide you through a releasing process. You'll do a little bit of writing for your inspirational journaling, and then we'll move back into the meditation, and I will guide you further from there. Okay? So have near you the piece of paper that you're going to use for releasing, and have near you either your journal or another piece of paper that you're going to use for later on in the meditation. All right, y'all with me? Okay, all right. So please get comfortable wherever you are. Allow yourself to be un dis- allow yourself to not be distracted. Let folks, if you're living with people, let them know that you're about to go into meditation so they won't disturb you. And just bring yourself here, here. If you like, you can close your eyes. And we always start with a breath. And so let's take a deep breath in and let it go. And take another deep breath in and let it go. And with each breath, just feel yourself arriving more here in this present time, in this present space. Just allow yourself to be centered within yourself, and just allow the breath to guide you inward, deeper within, and higher in consciousness. And just breathe regularly. And just do a body scan, allowing yourself to release any tension you may be holding in your body. We hold so much in our body temple. And so this is the time to just release any tension, release any holding. Just do a body scan from the top of your head to the soles of your feet. Let your shoulders drop. Release your jaw. Just soften, soften, soften your back, your spine. Just breathe into it. And with each breath, you are more and more relaxed. With every exhale, you are releasing. Releasing the day, releasing the activity that came before this moment, releasing the scattered thoughts, just releasing. And we breathe. And we continue to breathe, tuning into the energy of the moon, this beautiful moon that will reach full illumination on Saturday, but is already present with us now, preparing itself for its fullness, for its expression of wholeness. And we do the same through the breath. And we breathe. And as we breathe, bring to mind something that you are willing to release. It may be something that served you well, and now you're complete with it. It may be a way that you have been regarding a situation, and now you're willing to release. It may be a limiting belief, a habit, a behavior that you're willing to let go of so that you can create space for what is new. And take a breath. Release any clutter, emotional clutter, mental clutter, physical clutter. Just bring it to mind and let the energy of the moon dissolve it. In the book Prayers of the Cosmos, Neil Douglas Klaus writes, releasing some of the clutter inside that keeps us too busy to be silent and receptive to the still, small voice. So release anything that keeps you too busy, that keeps you from being silent enough and receptive to the still, small voice within you. And when you have that, take the piece of paper, that separate piece of paper, and write down what you are releasing. That clutter, that thought, that belief, that situation, that relationship, that thing, whatever it is, just write it down. You might start with, I am releasing, and complete the sentence. There's no need to go into the whole story. The moon doesn't need our stories. Just release. And we'll take a moment to be in the silence. Beautiful. Take a breath. Let's say thank you. Let's give gratitude for what we have released, gratitude for our willingness to let it go, and gratitude for the opening that we have just created within ourselves. Close your eyes again if they're not already closed. Take a deep breath and just allow yourselves to feel the energy of being rooted in the earth with the full moon shining right above you. Its light illuminating you softly from the top of your head to the soles of your feet. And just breathe and center yourself deeply within your higher self. And for a moment, just bring your awareness to your spine and your posture, and just align yourself with the energy of the moon. Feel the soles of your feet anchored on the ground, in the earth, rooting you. Visualize roots growing gently from your body into the earth, anchoring you deeply into the ancient wisdom of your soul, of the soil of your soul, of the soil of your soul. And take a breath. And feel the steadiness, the grounding, the resilience that is always available to you. As we call in the full moon's light, and in your mind's eye, see this August full moon rising in the night sky. Its silvery glow shimmers over you like the stillness of water, illuminating the good that you are, the magnificence that you are, the gift that you are. Remember, this moon is also referred to as the Sturgeon moon, the stirrer. And so, like the sturgeon moving through the deep, it stirs the waters of our soul, awakening what is ready to rise. And we breathe. And we are awakening that which is ready to rise within us. The moonlight is pouring over you now, lighting up every part of your being. And you see clearly the seeds you planted months ago are growing. Even if the harvest is not yet fully in your hands, it is forming, it is ripening, it is flourishing in divine timing. So let's take a breath and just whisper to yourself, I acknowledge my growth. I acknowledge my growth. I honor my effort. I honor my effort. I am grateful for my perseverance. I am grateful for my perseverance. Take a breath. And with the full moon shining above you as your witness. Breathe in the knowing that you have done enough. You have given enough, and now it is your turn to receive. So let the moonlight carry away any need to control the pace of your life, to control whatever is happening. If something seems stalled or stuck or slow, release any need to control the pace of it and trust. We release the pressure, we release the over effort, we release the self doubt, and we trust in the rhythm of nature. We trust in the unfolding of God's perfect timing, of Spirit's perfect timing, of love's perfect timing, of your soul's perfect timing. And take a breath. Feel the Aquarian energy surrounding you. It feels like fresh air. It's clarifying, innovative, and connecting. Allow a calm to wash over you, clearing any lingering emotional fog. Just allow calm to rush and wash over you. And take a breath and breathe that in. Breathe in your sense, your place in the greater web of life. Honor how your gifts ripple out to serve something that is larger than you. Know that you are both an individual spark and a part of the cosmic constellation, and that you matter. Your presence here matters. And take a breath. And let us allow this moment to be our sacred pause. And so we're just going to sit and be. No doing, no having to, no shoulds, just being in the pause. Breathing deeply, receiving the moonlight into your heart. Allow it to fill the spaces within you that may have been running or empty. Allow it to replenish you, renew you, and remind you that you are important. And so we take a sacred pause here into the silence. And staying in this space and this energy and this flow and this pace, we're going to answer this question for our inspirational journaling. And I'll put it on the screen. What vision or feeling am I ready to welcome in, allowing it to take root and grow in divine timing? So, what vision or feeling are you willing, are you ready to welcome in? Just breathe and lean into whatever is there for you. Remember, it's not analyzing, it's not even thinking, it's feeling into it, into the vibration, into the energy, into the flow, into the pace of the universe. What vision or feeling am I willing, am I ready to welcome in? Allowing it to take root and grow in divine timing. And whatever comes forth, this is information from the moon. Whatever the moon speaks, just capture it on the page. And we'll take a couple of minutes to do so. Okay, so we could bring that writing to a pause. If there's more, you can capture it right after meditation with the full moon. And just go back within, close your eyes, recenter if you need to. Just bring your awareness back to your body. Feel yourself rooted, still anchored in the earth, steady and strong. And take a breath as we slowly and gently bring ourselves back to this physical space, still staying within, eyes closed. Gently wiggle your toes, your fingers. Let's take a deep breath, and we'll close this with a prayer from the book Prayer of the Cosmos by Neil Douglas Klaus. And this prayer is called Clearing Space for the Name to Live. And it's from the Lord's Prayer, the line that says, "Hallowed be thy name." And the "hallowed be thy name" is the translation in the Aramaic language. This is the prayer. Focus your light within us. Make it useful as the rays of a beacon show the way. Help us breathe one holy breath, feeling only you. This creates a shrine with inside in wholeness. Let us let go, clear the space inside of busy forgetfulness, so the name comes to live. Your name, your sound can move us if we tune our hearts as instruments for its tone. Hear the one sound that created all others. In this way, the name is hallowed in silence. In peace, the name resides. A room of one's own, a holy of holies, open, giving light to all. We all look elsewhere for this light. It draws us out of ourselves, but the name always lives within. We all look elsewhere for this light. It draws us out of ourselves, but the name always lives within. Focus your light within us. Make it useful. So we focus our light within us and we make it useful. And we take a breath and we release. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. Let us remember all that has come forth today. Remember that more may rise to the surface as you get ready for bed or while you're sleeping. Pay attention to your dreams. Leave the paper that you wrote your inspirational journaling that answered the question, what vision or feeling am I willing? Am I ready to welcome in? Allowing it to take root and grow in divine timing. More may come forth in response to that question. So just have your journal and pen handy by your bedside and capture whatever's there when you wake in the morning or in the middle of the night. Be easy and kind to yourself. Be gentle. Watch your pace. Sync up with nature. And know that you are enough. Know that you are doing enough. Know that you are enough, just as you are. So thank you, everyone. Thank you for spending this time with me in our meditation with the full moon. As I said, this is a special offering From me to you. It's a special edition of Morning Sip. And so if you feel so moved, you may make a love offering to me. I am Rev Melissa. You can do so through Cash App, Venmo, or Zelle. I am Rev Melissa, and bless you for your generous giving, for your presence, for your attention, and for receiving my offering to you. So, peace and blessings, everyone. Peace and justice. We are living life in joy, connected to our yes.